basic.
Souly For Laughs. I'm your favorite host, JD.
I'm JoJo's.
It's me, Mima.
And it's nice out.
It's 80 degrees. Not yet, but it will be.
I'm about to say, damn, 80
Check out
degrees.
this weather. You don't need no sweat.
I feel the depression melting.
Facts.
Feel it.
Yo, yeah.
That's why I wore a happy face.
Life is worth living.
The sundresses are out. Not yet.
Ooh, sundress season.
Almost. I am I don't think I want to wear pants this summer at all.
Yeah.
You will get
It's
around.
all skirts. It's like flowy skirts. Flowing.
Let
We're
the air
flowing.
just.
Yes.
So your hoe's waking up.
My inner hoe.
The inner hoe is waking up.
She's like,
the inner faithful hoe though.
yeah, the
Faithful hoe. Ah, that's
I'm a hoe in the bedroom.
Right.
That's good.
For her man.
Inner faithful hoe is a good hoe.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta be a little bit of a hoe in the bedroom.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
With your man.
Yeah, with your
I think that inner hoe keeps things spicy, even out in like public places.
And
you
it's
gotta
good
be
spicy,
a little,
not spicy.
yeah, you know,
Good spicy.
the good type of
the good
spicy.
spicy.
Yeah, the good type of spicy. The other type of hoe is the one that keeps it spicy.
right.
Ugh.
Oh my god,
That one's bad.
That other hoe needs to drink water.
Tastes like a handful of quarters.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's what pierced nipples taste like.
Is it?
Yeah, it's metal. It's metal, so you get like that
Copper penny?
yeah, like not copper penny, like when you wake
So
up in
your
the
nipples
morning.
taste like your butthole.
You ever wake up, right, and then you don't brush your teeth right away, and you like walk around the house, you do a couple things, then you go brush your teeth. That
Bacteria?
like that taste in your mouth.
Like that bacteria taste.
Yeah, like that's what it. Yeah.
No, they're not. What?
I heard from an old friend who experimented. She said it tastes like pennies.
You see?
The butthole?
No,
Or the pierced
cooter.
nipple. What the fuck are you talking about? Butthole.
I'm talking about a cooter.
We all
I'm not even talking about pierced
I said
nipples.
quarters, not cooters.
I heard that cooters taste like pennies.
I said a handful of quarters.
The first time that I ever heard that buttholes taste like pennies was from a coworker. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, buttholes taste like pennies. I said,
Why would it taste like pennies?
I don't know.
And how do you know what a penny tastes like?
Because you tasted a penny.
You never tasted a penny when you were a kid?
No. I mean, maybe. I don't remember what it
It's
tastes like,
weird that we know what things taste like.
Or you just kind of like assume sometimes.
You just know that it's a metal
Because when you
taste.
say, ugh, this tastes like shit.
You never tasted shit before.
No, bro. Unless you actually tasted shit, you're not going to know.
I've never tasted shit in
Yeah.
my
So how
life.
Why the... Nah, you asked that way too specific.
This weekend on Souly For Laughs.
Speaking of being very specific, right? You ever dealt with someone who asks you questions and they just want to know what you're gonna say, but they already did said question?
They just want to gauge.
Yeah. Like I had a coworker and he goes, "Yo, you guys ever jerk off and nut in your own eye before?"
Or he just wants.
That was real
Like, what would you
specific.
do? No, that's what he said. He's like, "Yo, what would you do if you jerked off and nut in your own eye?"
He just wants reassurance that he's not.
And
the
then
That it
only
was
one.
okay.
I'm like, nah, bro, this happened to you and you just want to know if it's ever happened to anybody else. It's like
Right.
one of those, I thought I was the only
So
one.
did anybody answer that question?
No.
I will say
Everyone
it
was
is
just looking at him
reassuring
sideways?
to know that you're not the only one.
It is reassuring to know you're not the only one. So I'm glad I wasn't. No, I'm
Getting-
kidding.
I heard that getting cum in your eye burns.
It does.
Shut up. You know it does.
It does.
Yo, me
I
was
was like,
stupid
oh
as hell.
my god,
She did
pepper
that. She did that. I'm asking for a friend.
I actually heard from a guy who accidentally came in his eye. Funny enough,
He didn't accidentally come in. I'm sorry. He didn't accidentally. Like, how do you accident?
Like, what do you face it towards your face?
Like maybe it just got out of control.
Like what?
What? I wonder what it looks like. No. How do you?
I don't know. I didn't ask, but
He fucking had his legs up in the air. He's jerking off into his own face. That's to me. That's what it sounds like.
that sounds a little gay.
Yeah. What? I want a money shot. I wonder what that feels like. Come on now. Did you guys see the video of the pastor that asked for the 40,000 and then told
Yeah.
ushers close the doors?
He
It
was
was
literally
wild.
sticking up the congregation.
Absolutely.
Not only that, he was detaining them. Literally.
Yes.
Like, y'all can't leave.
Like he
until
was
y'all drop
robbing
this
the
$20.
congregation.
Yes.
What?
It's an
Yeah.
odd amount of money. Actually, it's an even amount.
There's 1,000 of y'all. Everybody can
I
give
think-
$20.
right, yeah, and then he told the preachers in the back, like, nah, for y'all, it's 100. Put those $20 away. Sir, do not be clocking
yeah,
my
but
fucking money.
40,000 is very specific.
He should have just said, please donate what you can, to make it. I don't know.
Nah, but if you still say, usher, close the door.
Yeah, that
Close
is
the doors. You're
out of
impeding
pocket.
people from leaving until you give up them
specifically
$20.
asking for $20 for me,
Was it per family or per person?
it was per person.
Per
I'm sure.
person, like, they
because he
wanted-
said there was 1,000 there and 1,000 watching on.
Yeah, you got the
online.
mommy.
So
I
he
don't have
wanted
$20.
One, he did that math super quick in his head. That nigga said,
Yo, I'm telling you.
2,000 people, $20 each person. Like, okay,
But what do you-
sounds premeditated to me?
It is premeditated, but it's
Yeah.
the exact dollar amount.
What did he need the 40 G's for?
You know what I'm saying? Like that was
Yeah.
my thing. It's like, wait a second.
And in the
Like,
video-
why
Like
exactly?
honestly, that is the kind of shit you would see in like the new movie for Friday. Like,
Yeah.
that's the kind of
Yeah.
scene that you would see there.
It's like 40,000 very specific.
Yeah, and in the video, it's not like he said, "Oh, we need to rebuild this church or something where people would
No,
want to
he said
donate."
this.
He didn't say shit as to what this money
he didn't
was
say
for.
what it was for. He's like,
Like he
Y'all
literally
need
just
to-
came out of nowhere and was like, "Ushers, close the doors."
Sow the seeds.
and it was mad aggressive too. He was just, it was like thug, like
Now
some
on the
kind of
on
thug
the-
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he said,
extortionist.
"Shh."
Yeah.
He said, "Be quiet."
Yeah, like what?
Sir.
Shh.
That's you asking for my money, and I gotta shut up too. And I'm here held fucking hostage.
Put a finger up and then just slid it down the lip real
Ew.
quietly.
Down the whole congregation.
But on the positive end of that, though, did you guys see the one where the pastor had the single mom on the front and he asked everybody to just help her out and people just went up there and started emptying their pockets on stage? Like they were putting the money on stage?
No, I
No,
didn't see
but
that.
what
See-
church was that?
I'm
He
not-
was like, I'm a single mom.
Right, I'm shit. I need to start going to church.
Damn, that's crazy. You're not a single mom anymore.
Yes, I am a single mom.
You're not even single.
I'm still a single mom.
Wow. Are you?
Yeah,
Technically.
I would consider I'm not married. I would consider myself still a single mom.
Where's your son at right now?
Show your face.
No.
They're fishing.
He's out there fishing with your man.
So
Hey, yo, Jason, bring that nigga back. Me and you going fishing.
Juan's just jealous. He wants to
I don't know.
I do want to go fishing with Jason.
And it's so funny because they have like the whole suit that you could go in the water.
Wow, who bought him
yeah?
that?
Well, Jason used to go fishing,
Ah.
so it's like old shit that they got.
So I consider a single mom a woman who's single and the dad's like not present whatsoever.
Yeah, but you know what?
Like at all.
Oh, I don't.
You
I
know
don't
what I'm
consider
saying?
that. No.
Because to the other way is like you're a mother that's single because like in my sense when I wasn't with my son's mother she was a single mom on one side because the other nigga's a deadbeat. Her daughter's father.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
I'm bleeping that shit. Fuck that nigga. I can care less about him. He knows that. And she knows that too. She don't give a fuck about that nigga either.
he can fucking get it.
So he's deadbeat. He was one of those people that made a family on the side and only decided to raise those kids because
I
his wife
hate
was a
that.
fucking jealous bitch.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Point blank. Period.
that's crazy.
I hope he sees this.
same.
But the
Bitch ass nigga.
but for her, she was single, but she was a mother. But you know me, I was in the picture the whole entire time. Like not her picture, but with Mason. Like he didn't need clothes in my house. She didn't have to pack no bags. She didn't have to. Everything was taken care of. So yeah, single moms are the mothers that actually do. They need the help. They don't have anyone to help them, and that's like for me how I would consider that. That's why
But
when
you know
said
what?
that.
There's like, I feel like there's not multiple definitions, but multiple criterias for that because there's women that live with a man and are single mothers, because the man literally only is like maybe just does financial stuff but doesn't do anything else at all.
Yeah, but even then, if he's helping with
And then there's some men that live and
by
don't
the
do
way,
neither.
when you do that, try to like or drink water.
Or drink water.
I got my allergy.
You dry throat, bitch. Like, damn. That's basically what I was saying. Drink water, you fucking.
Drink water, because that throat is fucking dry.
Yo.
I hate editing your fucking throat clearing.
Yo, facts. Yo, every time and I have to like shrink the voice
You know
thing.
what's so
and
funny? I feel
just-
like we drank coffee before, and I feel like milk does that. I feel like it creates more mucus.
The creamer definitely does. The creamer.
Which is milk.
yo, facts.
Yes. That's
Yeah,
you said the coffee.
no. Well,
No, she said the milk.
the milk.
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would still consider myself a single mom. I do see what you're saying though. I would also consider that a single mom.
Okay. Well, no, like I said,
Yeah.
like everyone up here is open minded and we understand. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, obviously,
Fuck you, you're wrong.
It's no. Listen,
I'm playing,
you could think I'm wrong, and that's
I don't think
fine.
you're wrong.
I
I
could
think-
see why you
yeah.
would, because you're a woman. So obviously, if you felt like you were a single mom for a while, so based on the criteria that I placed. Anyway, so yeah, that's just. So yeah, but
That pastor was way out of pocket though, and that, I don't know. If I was in that motherfucking church,
I'm like, let me. What?
I would run and start banging on the doors, like dramatic as fuck.
So the thing with this, with the even like the church stuff, right? Like I believe in God. I
don't believe in churches.
To me, no, me
I'm
neither.
sorry.
I'm sorry, neither do I. Like I used to
I
go
do
to
not.
church, but then even then, like you go, they're always asking you for money, which is cool. But the pastor be driving like the nice car. He
Right.
got this big ass house.
An expensive ass suit.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then you
It's not
have
adding
people
up.
in the crowd who actually are in need of things. Divvy it up. If you're actually there for that, divvy it up.
I respect the churches that really do things for the community,
Absolutely.
but I don't feel like you need to go to church in order for you to
Be close with God.
be close with God.
it's to you. For me, it's my personal relationship with God.
Right.
I talk to him every morning.
Yeah. That's your schizophrenia.
Nah, I wake up. God complex. Nah, I wake up, you know, do my morning routine. Hold on, real quick. Speaking of morning routine, have you seen that nigga that did the morning routine and he dips his face in the bucket of water?
No.
Hold on. We're gonna have to look this up. I'm gonna show y'all this. So yeah, so I wake up, boom, I do my routine. I get in the truck, and I'll be like, "Yo, what up?" That's how I talk to God. I feel like God, one of the homies.
Yeah, I'd be talking to God like he's one of my girls.
Yeah, like,
I'd be like, bitch, did you see that?
hey, yo, hold on.
Bitch is a made up.
You guys didn't
curse
think
word.
that God has a sense of humor.
He has to.
We were made in his image.
Look at me.
if
We're
God-
made in his
right.
image.
First of all, God, you knew I was gonna turn out
First of
like
all,
this. You wrote my story. Nigga.
You want to
Like-
know how he has a sense of humor? Have you seen a platypus? Not in, but like
Yeah, no,
not
no.
in person.
I've only
but-
seen one in cartoons. So do they really look like
What,
that?
never-
Perry the platypus?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've never seen an
that's
actual.
the only platypus I've ever seen in my
Yeah,
life.
I've never seen a platypus.
Well, look them up. That tells you right there that God was like,
Fuck it.
this is a beaver.
A duck.
He got duck feet, and he's got a bill, and it's like he could live in the water or outside the water. It's crazy. Like a platypus is crazy. A giraffe.
I was about to say a giraffe. You read
A
my mind?
giraffe.
Yeah.
Giraffe's got some long ass neck.
Like how? All right. So what sounds more real to you? A horse with a horn, which is a unicorn, or if you sat there and described a giraffe?
A horse with a neck that's 10 feet long.
Right. Got a purple tongue.
Oh my god, is that like a dinosaur?
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't.
basically.
Right?
You know what?
Oh yeah.
A Tyrannosaurus?
That's a fucking brontosaurus. A tyrannosaurus is
It
crazy.
is.
Isn't that the
is
one
a
with the-
brontosaurus with the
with the
long
long
neck?
neck?
That was my favorite one. He's a herbivore.
A what?
He's a herbivore.
Oh.
They only
A
eat plants.
brontosaurus. They only
Yeah, the plant eaters. They're vegan.
That's why they're next.
The plant eaters with the round teeth. That's why
They're
some of their
vegan.
teeth were round.
Yeah.
That's why our teeth are
Which
round.
is crazy because how the fuck do we know what they sound like?
We don't. Oh no, damn.
Dime.
No, that the lighting changed like ridiculous. That shit got bright as fuck just now.
Damn, my hair is
It's
laid.
because I'm.
No, it's
That was
because
me.
of that window. I'm gonna have to see. Look, it did it again.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god, we look so pale.
Yeah, it's because of that window. I'm gonna have to
Pull it.
They're
Cover
gonna
that.
start accusing us of whitewashing. These niggas
crazy.
are whitewashing themselves.
Did you guys see the coach that pulled that girl's hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
The retired coach. He came back to coach the team, and then he yanked on that girl's.
Yeah, I would have yanked
Definitely
on
thought
him.
that was his granddaughter from.
I would've yanked on
You know what's?
It was.
What would
It was
you-
one of those like, get back in line type of things.
Yeah. What would you?
Yaga.
You haven't heard that shit in forever.
That was the time
What was
when,
that?
when people would walk
Yeah.
around pulling girls, bro, and
It
just
never
yell
happened to me.
Yaga.
Yaga.
Nah,
I don't
that never
even know
happened to
what
me.
that even stands for.
I
like, stood for.
I never did that.
Bro, that's insane. If you fucking touch me, my first instinct is to just swing
Turn around and
backwards.
swing. Yeah,
It's to
turn
swing.
around and swing.
So now if we get in a fight, it's your fault. We could be cool after.
Yo, if that was my daughter, I would have been locked up because I would have ran down them bleachers. I wouldn't even
Yeah.
punch them. I would have jumped from the first. I would have drop kicked them.
I didn't
straight up.
even think if like the
Like,
parents
what
were there.
made him-
The parents were clearly not there.
Obviously, what made him just like black out and do something
So
like
according
that?
to what was being said when the video was presented is they lost, the team lost, they were getting ready to, you know how they give like the high five,
Yeah.
because you could see she was crying, and I guess like I don't know what was exactly being said, but he like pulled her ear, I guess, to like
'Cause
get
she
in
didn't
line
want
or
to
she
something.
didn't wanna go
Yeah, she didn't want to
shake-
say good game.
She was probably
Yeah.
being like a poor sports. What's that
It
called?
was,
Poor
but you don't get to touch nobody for that.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, and she cursed at him, didn't she?
Who gives a fuck?
Yes.
No, I'm adding to what it was.
Yeah,
No,
like,
I don't
I
give
don't-
a fuck.
like,
you
don't
shouldn't
touch
be
my
touching
kid.
Nobody.
Yeah, 100%.
And you know what's
I
crazy?
will say, because I've seen, this is not directly to this incident, but there are students who be fighting the teachers. And I've seen that, and it's wild disrespectful. And
No,
the
it is
teachers
wild
can't even
disrespectful.
hit back because they'll lose their job.
Yeah.
So when I was younger and I was being coached and stuff, yeah, the coach used to say wild shit.
Get your fat ass running, Juan.
Nah, I wasn't fat. I was 130
All right,
pounds
but
all
I'm
of high
saying
school.
that's something wild that a coach would say.
So
We know you weren't fat, bro.
they wouldn't we've gotten like the basketball thrown at us and stuff like that.
In the head?
Like at us. If you
Like
got
a
hit in the head,
dodgeball.
that's your problem.
Yo, your coach was like the dodgeball coach
No,
from
that's
the movie.
no, but that's your problem. Though.
Throwing
Like if
wrenches.
you,
You know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure Juan hit me in the head with a ball before.
I spiked it on you playing volleyball.
No, at basketball.
As a child.
No, basketball.
You must shut up. Bang.
I used to throw elbows. I was terrible at basketball. It's so crazy that you guys used to let me play basketball with you guys, like real games, and I wasn't that good. I was mad aggressive and just
That's
what
exactly why.
the fuck,
Hacking
bro?
ass nigga, bro.
Maybe you would just put the good D. Pause.
She would. That's exactly what it was. She played really good defense, hacking ass defense. That's why I needed JoJo on my team at all times.
Just
Bro,
out throwing elbows.
Yo, and slap the shit out of you when you were gonna go shoot. And no one could do nothing to her because she was a
She's a
girl.
girl, yeah.
So it was like she would get away
It's
with
like
murder.
a free.
I really
a
was.
Oh, he's about to
free
shoot.
layup.
Like, why did you guys let me play? And then Juan hated it when I was in the opposite
Hell
team.
yeah, bro. Bro, I'd go home with scratches.
He would
That's so
hate
funny.
it.
I played basketball with men once and was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I got fucked up during that game. These niggas have no punches. Like,
Nah, the guys.
now the only thing I play with
our
guys
guy
is
friends weren't that bad.
softball.
That what?
I said now the only sport I'll play with guys is
Yo.
softball.
We should play softball.
We used to do it
We used
years
to do-
ago,
yeah, we used to do
and
it.
it was
Well, I
so fun.
can't play
I
right
used
now.
to
My
look
shoulder's
forward
fucked
to
up.
it, but you know, it's like scheduling and shit. It's so hard to get people together.
I have I have an MRI scheduled for my shoulder finally.
Damn, you got that gun insurance.
Hopefully it's not. I do. Hopefully it's not that bad.
They dropping a couple racks.
Hopefully it's not that bad. I hope it really just is a dumbass impingement and I could call it a day.
Hopefully, you can just do
Physical therapy.
therapy. Yeah, because
But
that's how
I
Chris.
was doing
That's how
that.
Chris strengthened his shoulder because he
Yeah.
fucked it up from being a picture.
Yeah, or maybe even, well, depending, occupational therapy is more specific. So
Yeah.
just see what the
Or
doctor
cognitive
says,
therapy.
since you're fucked up in the head.
You guys,
Cognitive therapy. Look at me, I'm Joanna.
you guys ever,
Why?
you guys ever sent the wrong text to somebody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did
Like
you-
screenshots.
Oh my god.
Yo,
so
one time I
embarrassing.
screenshotted and sent the screenshot to the person I
Oh my
screenshotted.
Yeah.
God. And how did you get out of it? That's so embarrassing, bro.
I was
It
like,
is
I hate when my
embarrassing.
phone does this.
That's so embarrassing.
You know what's crazy? Somebody did that to me. They screenshotted a picture that I sent them,
Yeah.
and then they sent it to me.
That's stupid because why would you screenshot the picture? You could just say
Well,
save
no,
it.
it wasn't screenshot. It was saved. They
They
sent
saved
me
it.
the picture that I sent them, and
That's
it was
easy
like
to get out of,
and it
though.
was like work related.
That's easy to get out of.
So I know that she was having this conversation with somebody else and
She was
saying
like, "Who's
She's an
Joanna?"
idiot.
what, like,
she's
what
an
do you
idiot,
think
though.
about this? Because it was me. It was about my hair. So I don't think it was something negative. I think she was like sending it to somebody else and asking them what they thought about that, or like probably saying like, "Yo, this is what she fucking got in trouble for," like something like that.
That one's easy to get out of.
But and you know what's funny? I acted like I didn't see it because it wasn't like that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I'm like, good, you can send this to somebody else, and so they can know that our department is fucking wilding right now.
I imagine you like just texting somebody, and then the person that you're texting, you try to text about them to somebody, but you send them the message. Yo, JoJo's so fucking stupid. Send. Oh shit, JoJo.
First of all, at work,
I've never done that.
we use Teams, which is like AIM.
Yes.
Bro,
That's
this girl,
dangerous.
Yeah, we use Teams.
Teams
too
is
at
dangerous.
work.
Yes, so this woman sent the wrong message into the group chat instead of the separate chat. She's like, yeah, she's so fucking dumb. Girl.
Who is she talking about?
She was talking about another coworker, and it was, she said like the girl's name, right? She didn't get up from her desk the whole fucking day. I don't blame her because it's awkward. We all
that's
are in the
embarrassing.
office together. She got fired by the end of the day, and I was over here telling her like, I don't think you'll get fired. Like this is like the first
Horrible
incident.
advice.
Girl. She
Why you lied to her? Like
Don't
that?
work for HR.
I honestly didn't think that she would get fired. That was her first incident, and she just said, "Blank is so fucking dumb."
I think if she wouldn't have said fucking, maybe it would have been better.
No, not even. No.
No?
It's a
Still.
teams. It's a teams thing, and now you're creating a hostile work environment.
That's exactly what my boss said.
Yeah, you could get fired for that.
Meanwhile, my boss is the one creating the hostile work environment, but whatever.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she's a hostile
Speaking
queen.
of group chats, did you see that Pete Hegseth added the reporter?
Oh yeah,
I
added
didn't see that.
Accidentally
He-
added
the journalist.
The journalist.
to classified war information.
Yeah, but it's a group chat. First of all, to me, it was like, why do you guys have a group chat? The group chat is called "Fuck Yemen." like, why would you have a group chat like that? And that's not what it was called. I made that up just now, but
But honestly, I wouldn't put it past the government or people
No,
in the government
facts.
because we're so they're so unserious.
Like, what if we worked for? the
Why
government?
are they so unserious? Like having a
Right.
group chat.
why don't you have meetings?
Like when they finally bombed Yemen, like, yo, we made it out the group chat.
That's
what?
yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like that is so stupid.
It made it out the chat.
And the journalist was
Sounds
like,
some Gen Z.
it
shit.
really is.
and then the journalist was like, "Oh, fuck it, I'm reporting on this.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Here are the screenshots."
Yeah. That's crazy.
I honestly think that the person that put the reporter in there was like a whistleblower because there's no way.
No, but
There's no way they didn't do that on
It
purpose.
couldn't have been classified information if he posted the screenshots because that would get him in trouble.
No.
If he posted classified information,
he wouldn't know it was classified information. How would he know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you know that if you weren't even supposed to be in that chat?
Yeah, well, I'm clearly sure he knew once he got the message that he
But I'm
was not
saying,
supposed
like,
to be included in this chat.
How do you mistakenly put a reporter in
Right.
that chat
Maybe it
unless
was
you
like-
wanted it to go out
Maybe
there?
both of their
The
names
name,
are
yeah, that's what it was.
Mitchell,
The name
and
was
it's like a slight.
It was the wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
It
Michael.
was the wrong Michael.
Yeah, basically.
Like, you know, when I had this experience.
this happens to me all the time. I text the wrong
Yes.
person for work.
If I have a chat
Yeah, 'cause
with
yeah.
me, you, and Juan, and I mean to text Juan,
it automatically adds JoJo.
it'll show
Yeah.
and add you. And that happened to me one time. My son, I told you when he actually sent my titty to
Yes.
my sister-in-law and her man. and my baby daddy. In a chat, he meant to send it to my baby daddy, which is still wild. Like, why would you send it my titty? No, because it was
Peyton meant to send it to Pat?
It was when I had like the whole monster titty, and Peyton was like 3 or 4, and he meant to send it to Patrick, but I was in a chat with the sister-in-law and the boyfriend, and he sent it. Immediately I get a call like, I told you to stop letting him use your phone, what the fuck. I'm like, damn, bro. And I lived with them at that point. Coming home was so weird, but they were just like, damn, I feel bad for you, like, is that what your titty looks like?
You have to give this a little context. Everybody's gonna be like, what the fuck?
I said monster titty.
No, yeah, but it's because you had gotten a biopsy or you got stuff removed.
Well, it was worse than that. It was like a vampire titty. It looked like it looked like people were biting into my titty. It was crazy.
It was like a zombie titty.
It was a zombie titty.
a zombie titty.
Literally a zombie titty.
I seen it after it was like almost healed.
I don't even feel like bad showing people because I'm like, it doesn't even look like a titty. There's nothing sexy about this
there
picture.
wasn't. Everybody saw this.
So it's like at this point it's just like a medical rare.
It's funny because
because
she just covered the nipple.
Barely. The nipple was exploded with the fucking. All right, guys, I'm gonna save the details. It sounds kind of gross.
I'm about to violate HIPAA right now. Sign up.
She can't violate her own HIPAA.
Well, post a photo at the end of the clip.
She can't violate her own HIPAA.
Yeah, not her own.
I could though.
This isn't an establishment.
No, I know, and I'm not a medical person.
Yeah.
So
thank you for actually knowing what HIPAA is.
I
'cause
do
a lot
know.
of people don't know what the fuck it is.
So
I will say though, this is a violation of OSHA. This environment that we're in right now.
I throw shit at you off camera. Off camera, the bottles gets thrown at people. It's like
Dad, this is an abusive fucking podcast.
Actually, the door's locked right now, and they can't leave until we're done with this podcast. So,
Literally.
$20.
I was like, $20.
yeah, 20 subscribers, and they can go home. Oh man! Oh shit! Let me check where we're at because I want to see. We have 2 months left before y'all have to.
Also, with the
Wear the
whole
bald cap.
them adding the journalist accidentally, instead of owning it,
We're at 76.
they tried to just discredit the journalist, which they should have just been like, "We made a mistake."
They ain't gonna do that shit.
But I don't know. I feel like them dragging it out, it just makes you look worse. Y'all want to talk about accountability so bad and not hold yourselves accountable, which literally contradicts everything that you fucking said about the last administration.
One of my coworkers has a sticker at work, right? And the sticker says, "Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. No Elon, no Nazi. Speak up, boycott, vote. Take some action."
Wait, what? Can I read it?
It's on the locker. By the way, you're not supposed to have that.
Oh,
I was going to say that,
No, you're not.
as
You're
it
not
sounds
supposed to
really
have that.
political.
It is real political, obviously. But who's gonna?
That's crazy. That it doesn't even say no.
No,
Trump.
but people have the.
That just says no Elon.
The vote for Trump sticker on their locker and shit.
I
Like
was
that.
gonna say, I'm just. For me, it's
Bless
crazy
you.
that the sticker doesn't say "fuck Trump." It says "fuck Elon."
So it says, so if you have no Elon, then you have no Nazis. Speak up, boycott, vote, and take some action, or no Elon, no. Like what?
Neither of them.
What?
Like neither of them. Like we don't want neither of them.
Oh, you don't want Elon or Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I thought they were saying like with no Elon, there's no Nazis because he's a Nazi.
That's just dumb.
Right.
The Nazis were here way before Elon was. Or
Bro,
were they?
Listen, after talking about the No Child Left Behind, it all makes sense why there's a lot of dumb motherfuckers in the world.
The fact that.
Like it just clicked for me now. Like,
But we spoke about that when they just don't want smart. Like they just don't want us to be smart. Like they just don't want us to be educated. Our education based on the rest of the world is not great. It really isn't.
Yeah.
Like they'll lie, and that's the thing. They'll lie to you here and be like, "Oh, we're the greatest in the world."
America's
and
great,
blah, blah, blah,
which is
blah,
what they've
blah.
been saying.
And it's like, yeah, there are worse
America
places.
is great. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that it's not great. It's a great place. It could be a lot better.
Oh, absolutely. I love America though.
Me too. I'm not.
Please don't deport me.
I've traveled elsewhere and listen.
I would have been bad in the Middle East because
I would have been stoned already.
I would have been killed.
Stoned for sure.
What in the Middle East? Oh, both of y'all? Hell yeah, I would have been
for
throwing
sure.
rocks at you for sure. No, I'm kidding. That funny?
First, I would have been married at like fucking 13.
Yeah.
Being ugh.
Ew.
Right.
Ew.
Americans used to do that shit too, though.
I actually was reading something about them trying to lower the age for marriage. Did you guys see that?
No, but I saw the Florida modifying the child labor laws.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
That's fucking nuts.
Crazy. Yeah, they're trying to
What?
take. So you know how like minors can only work up to a certain time. They're trying to just take out some regulations.
Nah.
To basically, it's
Like basically
almost
a
like child
14-year-old
labor.
could work overnight
Yeah.
as long as there's no school the next day.
Yeah.
Nigga, what?
No, they need their sleep.
Right.
No, it's not they need to sleep. What?
Yes, they do.
No, it's not that. That's not what it is. It's the fact that why the
They're
fuck...
taking advantage of kids.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
And this is all based
Why
on...
do they need to work? Why do they need to work more?
Because they deported so many people that now a lot of the jobs ain't getting done.
Did they deport a lot of people?
I'm dead ass. Yes, they are very low on the workforce right now, and people just don't want to do jobs. One of my boys had a really
especially
good.
just the fact that people don't want to do those jobs.
My boy had a really good idea, right? And he said that the people who are that are currently on unemployment and welfare and stuff like that,
They can work.
get them investigated, investigate those
Yes.
motherfuckers, and if they're able to get back to work, make them go back to work.
Bro, the people that say they can't find a job, place them in a job.
No, and that's the thing, exactly. So like you got people who, and this is where it sucks because you got people that abuse the shit out of the system who are able to work. They're
Yeah.
not handicapped, they're not disabled, they're just
They're just
fucking lazy,
lazy.
Yeah.
and they want to stay home and collect a check.
I don't blame y'all.
Make those motherfuckers work.
I don't blame y'all, but still.
No,
I
listen,
agree.
cool.
If I gotta do it, you gotta do it, okay?
But it's not so. But it's like you're abusing the system in the sense of like that to where like, or you
The
might be
people that
working, but
actually-
you're working
yeah.
under the table.
Yeah.
And now
She's
they're
a bartender.
Now they're trying to regulate. Like now they're trying to
Like,
change
you know how many
regulations. It's crazy,
bartenders-
bro.
I knew that had Section 8 and they had everything paid for and they were bartenders.
We went to
They get
school.
paid
We
whatever.
went to school with a kid who his mom had a AMG. He had all the nice bikes, all the Jordans, all the stuff. Section 8. Because she wasn't. It was basically his dad that was doing all of this, but she was the only one claiming the apartment. But he lived there.
Well, that's why they started off
That's
all this
genius.
welfare stuff because it promoted women not getting married.
Yes.
In
It destroyed the American family.
yes, pretty much the nuclear American family, which people don't like that thought or they don't believe in the nuclear the nuclear family. But yes, that's how it began. Period. And it pretty much
So it wasn't because it was like low income
No.
single mothers?
no because
Single mothers.
No, but that made
Single
it-
mothers by Juan's definition.
No. Listen, but it made
It
women
encouraged.
want to be
Yes.
Single moms
single
now?
moms because they were getting paid for it.
Yeah.
Basically.
Damn.
So when
We're
you're
gonna
not,
pay you to not have the man in the household.
yeah, to not have the man in the household or to not get married. And then men, when some
Was
men
this
that
the-
are married feel
was
even
this to
less
target
inclined
a
to
specific race
take
or
care of
just-
their family.
Yes.
Or just separate men
Yes.
and women?
Yes, it was inclined
Just
to
like the crack
specific
epidemic.
race. Yes.
Because I know there's like, I think there's more
No one wants
Caucasian
that-
people on welfare than there
There
is
is.
African Americans.
Statistically, the numbers. that's
Because
what it
But
is.
I also, because
Because
more
there's also more white
in the
people.
world.
That's why.
yeah, the population.
Well, not in the world, in America.
Yeah.
But that was a systemic problem. Like, we're going to do this. We're going to incentivize you to be by yourself.
Baby, I'm gonna need more money than that. Like
Well, now...
$300. That's
No,
it.
well, now
Like-
because inflation and obviously everything went up is different than back in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
back in the
true.
80s, they gave you $100 a week and you was going to be all right.
You was living good.
Here, you get $100
Shrimp
a
and
week
lobster.
and you can't walk through your front door
Yeah.
without the lights being cut out.
Literally.
You saw that too? They fucking raising the electric
Yeah.
thing in
Oh
Jersey.
my God!
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it said by June 1st, my bill will go up by 19%.
That's a lot.
Did you also know? Because I did not know this. That you can choose a gas provider, and the gas company is just like the distributor, if that makes
Yes.
sense.
Yeah.
Bitch, I did not know that. I just learned
well,
that.
that's why
Same thing
different
with
counties
electric.
have like PSE&G.
But I
Yeah.
didn't know
Not everybody
that. I didn't
has
know that I could
Elizabethtown
shop
gas.
for the best gas price and then just let, I think it's natural gas, and just let them know, hey, I'm going to be using this.
The fact that we're charging for natural gas.
Well, it has to get to your house. Somehow,
Yeah, I know,
you what I'm
but-
saying?
but I
and
just
the,
think-
and the upkeep of the system. Like I understand. It's the prices of everything is what's crazy because like
Supposedly,
they want
natural gas doesn't charge anything though. They give it to us for the same price that they get it, supposedly, which makes no sense because how would they profit?
Exactly, I don't believe none of that shit. The fact that our light bill's going up 19% is crazy.
Or maybe the gas
You
company.
guys thought about going solar? Because we're thinking about it.
Well, I live in an apartment, so I can't.
When I said you guys,
Suppose there's like programs. There's programs out there that will pay for your solar.
yes.
And yo, this lighting is blowing mine today.
It's okay.
No, I'm gonna fix that window.
A lot of people
I
probably don't even watch us.
I apologize for the lighting visuals
The glare.
on this episode.
We still look good, guys. Come on.
The solar thing, I've thought about that too. How old is your roof?
They had just put it on there. We don't need a new roof. When we got the house, it was like that was one of the things that they actually had changed on the roof.
Okay, because that was one of the things is like you got to make sure your roof is like
Yeah,
good.
some of these companies will change the roof for you if you.
But
need
Jersey has programs for that because obviously they do want help with the electric, the freaking infrastructure here, and the grid is just overwhelmed.
Well,
especially now with, don't get me wrong, Teslas are getting traded left and right, so they are. These fucking things are getting.
You know what's
traded.
crazy is that it was really the left that was for Tesla. This is how like how quickly people can get swayed. Oh my god, my allergies are killing me. My throat. They were all about Tesla and clean energy, and we need to everybody needs to do electric vehicles.
Yeah.
Then once Elon flipped or whatever, and all this drama with Elon, now they want to get rid of the Teslas. Like, make it make sense. Did you actually ever give a fuck about
No.
Energy?
the energy? No, you fucking didn't. You never cared.
You like the car.
Because at the end of the day, if you really gave a shit about cleaning up the world and energy, then whatever Elon's political shit or whatever, you would still care about the planet. But obviously you don't care about it that much.
No.
Back to gas cars they go.
Yeah.
I saw the one video on TikTok. The lady had a Tesla. She pulled out the driveway. Door comes down. Door comes up. Big ass Cadillac. Like, damn.
Gas guzzling.
You went the other way.
Gas guzzling. She's
Yeah.
just at it. She should have just fucking got a Hummer.
No. Damn. Hell
First
no.
of all, the new Hummers are beautiful, but
I did see that. They're not
The new
bad.
Hummers are nice, but yo.
The gas, yeah.
Woo, 1 gallon.
For real.
Yo, 1 gallon to turn on. That shit, them motherfuckers are
I
big
used to
as
love
hell, too.
Hummers. Like when I was younger, I don't know. I just like big, beefy, masculine cars. Pause.
Why would you pause? You're a woman. You could like big, beefy, whatever the fuck you want to like.
That's true. But I actually
it's a
don't mean it in
female.
a sexual way. I just like masculine, sexy cars.
It's the way you're saying it. Why are you making eye
Masculine.
contact with me?
Yeah, why are you squinting at me?
Beefy,
Stop squinting at me like that.
juicy. It's like, I'm just kidding.
That's you're making me
Talking
uncomfortable.
about the Hummers, bro.
She's making me uncomfortable. Babe, it's like,
Come beat this bitch up.
I don't know, bro. I hate to say it, but me got hands.
I would never. I would just lay down. Go ahead,
I'm
girl.
gonna identify as a woman real quick.
Yo, Juan would definitely cheat for
I'll
Jasmine.
save you, Jasmine.
Yo, I'm sorry. I said
Juan,
nah.
Juan
I'm
would
gonna tell you
just-
right now.
Juan would level it so it's even. He would just probably like hit me in the stomach, so I'm gonna air it out and then be like, "Go ahead, Jazz."
Nah, I listen. Like, I will never put my hands on a woman. I think it's wrong. I think bitch ass niggas do that.
But if Jasmine's getting her ass
Nah, if
beat-
my wife, I'm sorry. If my wife was getting beat, like at a bar or some shit, I'm not swinging, but you getting tossed.
Tossed, yeah.
I'm grabbing you and I'm tossing you. If you hit your head on something, oops.
He's like, I'm tossing you across the bar, bitch.
Yo, dead ass. I'm getting you off of her one way or another.
neck broken.
Honestly,
on the bar.
I always say that. Like,
To defend.
I always tell my man if I'm getting jumped.
I'm jumping on somebody's
if I'm
back.
getting jumped, God forbid, don't hit a woman. But like, if you want to take them off me and toss them,
that
that's perfectly
situation,
fine.
I'm calling the coach.
Get hair.
Yaga. Nah, bro. Same thing with kids.
Oh my God, in New York.
If Mason was getting jumped,
Oh wait, because there's.
I'm grabbing you by your legs and I'm tossing you across the fucking.
All right, pause. Because there's 2 incidents that happened with kids. One where it was a 17-year-old girl who was getting bullied. The mom went with the girl on the bus and fought the girl.
The little girl?
Well,
Wait, she fought the kid?
She fought the kid.
Nah, see, that's corny to me. That's
She
stupid to me.
fought the
It was just a
kid
one-on-one?
on a school bus.
Hold on, it was
where there's
one-on-one?
clearly cameras. It was.
Nah, I'm
But
sorry.
she
How big was the kid?
Mason, throw the fade.
How
If it's
big was the
one-on-one,
player?
nah, if it's one-on-one, throw the
But I
fade. If
think-
you get beat up,
So
lesson
the
learned.
girl was
You know what
getting
I'm saying?
bullied, and the mom kept going to the school, and the school was saying, "We're gonna handle it. We're gonna handle it." Which we know the schools don't do shit.
Yeah, they don't handle it.
So that was happening.
I would beat up the mom.
That was
Exactly. I'm coming for the mom.
Dead ass. I'm coming for your mother.
And I'm gonna watch you. have to
Well,
watch
for me,
your mom
I'm
get
coming
beat
for
up.
your father. Pause. Pause. That was pause.
That is pretty gay.
But
Oh, actually, that's very.
Juan's like, I'm coming for his daddy.
Aggressive.
That's very
I'm coming
fitting.
for his daddy.
It's very fitting.
first of all, that's not how the fuck I said it, stupid.
Yes, it is.
I did not say it like. I'm not even
Bro,
gonna say it like that.
rewind it.
Jojo, it's very fitting because he's coming for the dad.
Yes.
You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
I'm gonna fuck his wife.
No,
Your kid wanna bully my kid? I'm
this
fucking
this
your
goes
Comment
back
on him.
This goes back to the conversation from your birthday.
That's fucking horrible. That is so bad. Oh my god.
That's crazy, Juan.
But nah, Gio's shit out of luck. The kid 18, he's
No.
gonna get into a fight. Well, he's not shit out of luck. I could throw hands.
Yeah.
You jumping my kid and he 18 and y'all a bunch of 18-year-olds. We
It's
getting
fair
it in.
game.
It's fair game at that
Especially
point.
if we're the same size.
If it's not, and some of these niggas is big as fuck.
Bro,
some of these teenagers,
kids
bro.
are 30-year-old men.
So,
Crazy.
it's crazy. It's either they're really big or they're really small.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what is going on.
So, what was I talking about?
I was saying how the mom went on the school bus and beat the girl.
Nah,
up.
see that mom did. That's corny.
Yeah,
She deserves to get locked up.
She got charges pressed against her.
Of course.
Obviously.
You should.
Of course.
But there was also the incident in New York, which just happens often. A mom and a son were standing waiting for the train. This random woman, I guess, like runs by and is trying to get past them, elbows the kid. The kid drops to the floor. I don't know if the mom started fighting the girl, but immediately I'm yagaing that bitch back here and beating her the fuck up. And making my kid kick her. Like,
Damn.
the fuck?
Hey, kick her. Stomp on her.
Bro, elbowing a 7-year-old fucking kid
Nah, it's mad disrespectful.
to the point where he drops to the floor, you're wild. You're
Yo,
wild.
Jojo,
And I'm going to jail.
Jojo, if you had to fight third graders, how many third graders?
You just
you
you
think
assume
you
I
fight?
stopped growing in third grade?
Yes. If you had to fight third graders, right?
Third graders.
How
is
many could I
crazy.
fight?
Nah, not even. I'm not gonna say third graders.
Yo,
'cause
I'm
there's
freaking-
something
Let's
I
say
got-
No, I'm
like 7th
freaking-
graders.
What?
Because 7th graders
Nah,
are.
hell no. 7th graders are grown as hell.
That's what I'm saying. They
no.
gotta be equal.
It has to be a lot of little, like it has to be like
All right,
little.
fifth grade.
Me?
5th grade.
Second graders. I'm going lower.
Second grade they're small.
Okay,
What?
yeah. How many of them do you think you could fight?
They're like
at
7.
once. Like how many second graders do you think you could take at once?
Probably 4. Yeah, I'm strong as fuck.
Okay, 4.
I don't know. I'm wild delusional.
You got longer reach. I'm thinking
wild
about my reach.
delusional. I feel like if I was getting jumped, I'm literally just. I wouldn't even focus on just one person. Like I'm literally just.
Mima's just. She's gonna go like this and do like spins. Like
I'm
this.
not even kidding. Like I'm about to be doing some kung fu backflips. Like
Chun Li.
my arms will not stop moving. Like I'm just gonna keep swinging, and whoever I hit, I hit.
Okay, cool. How many though? You got to give a number.
Like at once.
I feel
coming at
comfortable
you.
taking like 5 second graders.
You got a lot of reach.
Cause I could slam them.
5?
I could toss them.
Yeah.
I could what?
Yeah.
What's the
When are
point?
we gonna
Juan?
do it?
What the fuck is the point?
No, I'm just asking.
What is the point?
I'm just asking.
We all know this is coming to a head.
No, I'm just asking. You guys beat children. That's crazy, but I'm just asking. You guys are abusive.
That's like the trade question. We should hit the brakes.
Right.
Facts. No, what's funny about that? I was asking.
What if they were like the children of the corn? And then you got no choice.
I think I could take a whole classroom. Them necks is fragile.
You snapping necks?
Yo,
Looks crazy.
whatever.
You're a professional neck snapper. Where did you acquire that fucking skill?
What you mean? I watch TV. I watch movies. I'm a doctor too.
A YouTube certified.
The only
doctor.
thing I'm not is a barber.
Which is crazy because you're bald, bro.
So I asked my coworker the moral question of the train stuff. Obviously, he was like, "Oh, the older couple too." But then I'm like, okay, if there's a old man and a kid crossing the street, and you're driving down the road, who do you hit? Right afterwards, my man said, "Well, they're both crossing together, so I'm gonna hit them both."
You don't slam on your brakes.
That's what I said. I'm like, bro, how about you hit your brakes, you dumbass? He goes, but you said, and I was like, I never said you had to hit one. Not once did I say, and you had to run one over. Which he goes,
which one would you pick?
Bro, my man said both of them. I'm like, bro, you could have even chose just one. You decided, bro. He's like, nah, because in my head they're like walking like together. I'm like, and not for once did you think I'm gonna hit the brakes.
I'm gonna try to swerve.
Morally,
Or swerve.
moral compass broken. I asked somebody else. The guy says, I'm throwing the train to the kids." I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "Fuck kids." I'm like, "Damn."
Oh
He
my
goes,
God.
Yeah, he goes, "Fuck kids."
Jesus.
But the whole point of those questions is that it's the wrong answer. It's going to be a wrong answer, obviously.
Yeah, somebody's dying.
But you have to explain it. Like when you explain the reasoning why, people really do have genuine reasons as to why. Like this guy just doesn't like kids.
So that's a genuine
How do
reason.
you not like kids?
Listen, he doesn't like kids.
There are some
It's-
people
it's-
that don't like kids. They
'cause
find
you don't-
kids obnoxious and
You
annoying.
don't like your inner self then.
You ever seen that comedian and he was talking about that and he goes that the best feeling in the world is watching the woman take the Plan B and just wash it down with
Oranges?
with a glass of cold water, and he goes, because not having kids is better than having kids.
Yeah.
And he said, he goes, this part had me dying, right? Because he goes, I'm pro-life. He goes, but there's kind of like not a choice, like I'm pro-life, like I'm pro me living my life.
That's crazy.
Did you also see the couple who adopted a whole bunch of black children to use them as slaves? Yeah, I didn't see that.
No.
Oh yeah, and she had the girls in the
She had them like separated.
Yeah.
They didn't even have beds.
Yup.
She had
a
like
tarp.
two. Yeah, she had
a tarp on the floor.
Bro, she had like 5 kids that she adopted.
Yup.
Don't worry, they got caught. Thank God, and they're getting
Was she
charged.
white?
Of course, both of them were white.
Well, you can't say of course because
Black people adopting black people to use them as slaves is diabolical.
That'd be fucking diabolical.
That is crazy.
it's not something that I wouldn't. I think.
Put past anybody.
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't
master.
think it has to do with the race.
Because you gotta be like a house nigga to have that mentality to have other slaves.
Yes, and that was a mentality back
That's
in the
what I'm
slave
saying.
times.
That's why I said yes, master, because you gotta be one of those in order to have
well,
your
you
own
do
people
know-
as slaves.
You do know that in slavery they
You be in
would.
the house.
Yeah, no,
I'd be getting fucked by that
I'd be
master
having-
left
I'd
and
be
right,
having
bro.
the
She'd be having all
There'd be
the
a bunch
babies.
of mixed babies in that
Yeah.
house.
No, the thing is
I would definitely be on my back.
they used to sell themselves.
Mima
Like they
gonna
would.
play it off like she don't want it.
Stop! I'd rather be on my back than out in the field.
Yeah, that's true.
Respectfully, that's
That is true.
respectfully, that is my preference. I'd
That
rather
would be
be
your
in the
choice.
house cooking, fucking, than be out in the
Popping
fucking
the
fields.
babies out.
Getting beat.
They have burned.
still
Your
getting
feet,
beat.
your feet sore. I'm
Still getting beat.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, they live.
But why?
Because you're
I'm doing what you want.
because you're an item. To them, you're just.
How you gonna beat the pregnant slave? That's crazy.
They don't give a fuck.
I'm carrying your baby.
But they don't look but they don't look at you as
An equal.
yeah, and the baby, they're not gonna look at that baby like, oh look, it's my baby. Like they
Unless the master was really in love with you and really had a
I would
heart.
make a fun.
me, yeah, I was about
I'd
to
be
say,
like-
Mima's like she said, she's super delusional. She that ain't gonna be head over heels for her.
I feel like in life you gotta be like your
A little
confidence.
delulu?
Yes, I feel like that opens doors for you being a little. Well, obviously, like.
Opens doors to fucking crazy homes.
What? No, not like it has to be like
I know what
rational.
you're saying.
A good level.
Delulu.
Yeah, no, I
like,
get what you
like,
mean.
like your confidence has to be a little.
Like
delusional.
that's one of my toxic traits.
That's
whenever I see
manifesting.
something, I'd be like, I could do that.
Yeah.
But it's speaking life into yourself.
Yeah.
Into speaking that you can do something. It's
Like,
not.
so
It's
I
not
feel
being
like-
delusional. I actually don't like that term.
Nah,
to be
Jojo,
honest.
I'm sorry, but you could be
No.
delusional.
Yes, but
If you see a seagull flying and you try, I could fly. You know
That's
what?
why I said, like,
could fly.
rational.
That is delusional. That is-
Exactly.
yes, but I don't like the term
term.
being used for simple things in your life.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're not delusional if you say that you're gonna have a brand new car in 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
that's not being delusional.
If you're blind, it is.
Done.
I'm sorry. I'm good.
So
you
you
know
can't
me.
be successful if you're blind.
That's like you.
You won't be able to see the success.
This is a weird example, but that's like me being trash at basketball, which I really am, right? Trying out for the team, and instead of my parent being like, you know, honey, you're probably not gonna make it. They're like, you make sure you go out there, you try your best. You never know, blah blah. Like, I feel like that kind of delulu. Like, bitch, we all know I'm trash.
Michael Jordan was on that kind
He wasn't
of delulu.
trash.
Yeah,
But he wasn't
was
trash.
I thought he was when he
No,
was a
he wasn't.
child.
No,
But
he wasn't
anybody
trash.
could.
He
But,
just got cut
But
from his high
also,
school
even
team.
if you're trash, he got cut. Then he's trash.
No, he wasn't trash.
So he got cut.
No,
thought he was
all right.
trash.
So
I'm gonna
maybe he
I'm gonna
wasn't
give you
trash, but there was a lot better
a lot
than
better.
him.
A lot support. Maybe like that was.
'Cause it made him better.
I wasn't
Yeah.
trash at baseball my freshman year. I didn't make it straight into varsity because the varsity team was ridiculously good.
Yeah, yeah.
And there were a couple freshmen that were better than me, but I wasn't trash because I got in after half the year. I was playing.
But
half
depending on
games
how
with
you
the
look
varsity
at
squad.
that, if he's like, I'm gonna make it.
I was delusional because I thought I was gonna play for the Yankees.
And guess what? If you really wanted to, maybe you
probably
would
could have.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. I could have.
Listen, I don't put nothing past nobody.
Right.
Well, all right. I guess you should be confident though.
I
You should actually
100%.
move in
Yeah.
confidence. I walk around in
That's
confidence.
the one thing. Like even from the show Euphoria, which I'm pretty sure you guys.
Yeah,
both
I
watched.
saw it. Yeah.
Like the one thing that resonated with me, when Maddie said like, the one thing about confidence is that nobody knows if it's real or not. Like sometimes even if you gotta put on that
Fake
act,
it till you make it.
right?
Yeah.
Well, to a certain extent, yeah. But
Yeah, to a certain extent.
sometimes
Because you
if
need to
gotta,
be authentic as well.
right?
Can't fake
But
anything.
sometimes, like, you're not gonna feel confident about every single thing. But
Speak for
that's
yourself.
why being delulu. That's why being delulu, it like just like pushes you. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway.
There is a fine line there.
Yeah, for sure.
Being the Lulu's fun sometimes though.
It is fun.
Yeah, I know. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Tell all your friends, families, ops. Tell everybody.
Right, tell everybody.
Tell your ops.
Email,
everybody.
share, comment,
Do
engage.
you talk to your ops?
Solely for laughs at everything.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time.
Basically, I want you to tell me that everything we've done is okay.